All right, guys, talk to me in chat. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, we got chat. We got chat. Well, we're going to see how this works out then. We'll be able to talk and chat at the same time, guys. I appreciate that. Give everybody time to get in here. We got 16 people and 0 thumbs up. Oh. Let me turn this heat off where I sit up here and sweat. Oh.
Quite a delay on the walkie-talkies versus the video. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I figured there might be a little bit of delay. I'm up here in the wife's cabin, her Little Row cabin, where she sells her clothes. It's almost like having a direct line, so I figured I'd get a better signal up here. So I hope everybody enjoyed the tournament this past weekend, and the guys and gals on here that did not get to join the tournament, hopefully you can make it next year. We had a blast. Hello, Richard. There's Fishing Time PD, JC Outdoors, K&B, Charles King, Christian Phillips, Team Wampus Cat, Bottom Dollar, Irvin, Kentucky Catman. Got a good crowd in here. Mark Turner, how y'all doing, guys and gals? Oh, there's Justin, Fishing Fetish. Oh, guys, I appreciate the turnout we had this weekend, Saturday. Y'all that come down early, y'all made this happen. A great turnout. There's Chunky Cat. What's up, Trey? Yeah, Trey, I'm up here at the Wife's Little Road log cabin, and actually, when we set this cabin up, we couldn't run a cable. The signal was degrading before it ever got up here. So my son told me I needed to set up these antennas that'll shoot a signal from one place to another. And when I done that, it's almost like being hardwired into your internet. So it works out a lot better than I figure it will. What's up, Catfish Bill and PD? So now I'm able to turn my Zillow on, and when I ask some questions, y'all can actually give me some answers over the Zillow, and I hope this works out pretty good. So, but like I said, I'm glad everybody had a good time this weekend. I was hoping that everybody would catch fish, but that's fishing. With that being said, I'm going to try to set it up. What's up, Dustin Smith? I'm going to try to set it up for probably April of next year. I keep looking at this thing in actually I need to look right here. So don't pay attention. My eyes look like they're going one direction. I need to be looking right here. With that being said, I'm going to try to set it up April of next year. I've really got to talk to some bass fishermen, crappie fishermen, and cat fishermen to find out to make sure. I'm pretty sure we'll be good with the cat fishing. But with that being said, Wiley starts getting real busy starting April, especially if it's starting to get warm early. Oh, y'all talking amongst yourselves, okay. So with that being said, as long as there's not a 2 or 3 bass tournaments going on, putting out down at Buster Board where we was at, and one putting out at South Point, we should be good. Now I can't guarantee that there might not be a ton of pleasure boaters on there.
It's hard doing these both at the same time on my phone.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Sorry, I mean, I was just trying something different, so if y'all want to, you can actually ask some questions. Yeah, that's what I was saying. With this antenna, it's almost like being plugged straight into your daggum internet, to your Wi-Fi. So that's why I decided I'll probably start doing all my shows up here. It's down at the house. All the walls in the house is that old plaster with the metal stripping in it. And whoever put them plaster walls up, them walls are about that thick. So if I'm in another room away from the Wi-Fi, you can about forget it.
Patriot.
What was that?
The picture looks real good.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi up here is killer. I mean, it'll give you a full set of signals. So I should have been doing it up here all along. It's just a good little walk down to the house. But that's all right. Give me a good night walk. I do it anyway. But yeah, as long as we don't get covered up with pleasure boaters, and I mean, I know most of you that.
James, I hope you like that fish. You're gonna get that thing in a case or put that in some type of enclosure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Right now, I got it set on my chest of drawers in there in the bedroom with me. Yeah, I love that thing, and and I'm gonna put it in with the shirt. So I'm working on seeing what I can do, the way I can fold that shirt up with all the names being able to be seen with the fish. Uh,
Might be the commercial.
the commercial break. We need a commercial break. Y'all guys are funny. What's up, Swamp Diver? No, luckily on Lake Wallace so far, no permits. I mean, Richard, you can answer that better than I can. So if you want to answer it over Zelo, I don't know. Can y'all hear the Zelo talking? We didn't have to have a permit the other day when we had our tournament. So, and as far as I know,
I can hear it over the internet.
they're good. No permits. That's what I thought. And hopefully we can keep it that way. The less we can keep any kind of bureaucratic BS messing with us, the better off we'll be.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. What I'm asking each one of you that actually was at the tournament, I've talked with Richard, and I've talked with Justin and Dieter, Jeff Manning, Matthew, is that this was our first tournament. And y'all the true crew, y'all broke the ice with me, and I appreciate that. With that being said, there are some pros and there are some cons with what took place. If y'all guys don't mind, sit down when you watch over the videos and you watch over my live feed at the weigh-ins and stuff like that. And if you sitting around thinking about the tournament, if you think about something that might not have worked out just right, or if it could have flowed a little bit better or went a little bit better, or something that you really like that you make sure that we need to leave, put these down in a list for me. And after you compound your list, how about sending them to me in a message or in a text or whatever? So me and Richard and Justin, when we sat down and discussed next year's tournament, we can actually say, all right, check, this is good, this stays. This is bad, but
I think everything went perfect. Everything we did, we meant to do. We all got together, we met, we fished.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed 100% on that. But there are a few things that needed to work out a little bit better as far as like the timing on the YouTube thing. I mean, we can't control how YouTube acts, like the notifications and stuff, but we can have contingency plans where if that does happen, what's up, Top Tactic? Good evening, buddy. When that does take place, if it does takes place again, then we'll already have the list out and the people can actually go in and look for the next person going live. With that being said, let me jump to the top of my list right quick of some of the things we definitely going to keep and some things that, as far as rules, oh, y'all talking amongst yourself, okay. Like the rules. Well, the first and foremost is going to be flying the American flag on your boat. What's up, Scotty Hill? That's the first and foremost on my tournaments. And the second one, this year for this tournament, I asked everybody to put up a video with each other's YouTube sites on them, so we can share the love. And but this year, this coming tournament coming up, it will be a requirement. You will need to fly the flag on your boat, and the video will have to go up. If you do not put the video up trying to share the love, then you will be asked to stay home. I hate to be that way, but that's what this tournament's all about, is raising money for our honor guard and doing good for our veterans and stuff like that, and helping each other out. I know each and every one of you gained a lot of love, and some a little more than others, but every one of you, I think, gained a good little bit of love, and that's what it was all about. It was to help each other out. And
I agree with that one, Patriot. Gotta fly glory, and YouTube must post videos.
Right, 100%. And a few things that we want to add, that I want to add, is the morning of. It's going to be a little bit earlier sign-in time. And we're going to have a captain's meeting so we all can sit down and discuss everything that's going to take place. And at the captain's meeting, that's when we're going to take a group picture, because a lot of people run out after the weigh-in, and we didn't get a big whole group of everybody that fished in that tournament one big picture. And it really breaks my heart, because we needed that one for the very first tournament. With that being said, at the second tournament, hopefully everybody that fished the first one will be there. I still got the list. I will keep the list, and we'll pull all y'all aside, and we will take that picture. We need that picture. That's for sure. We need that picture. So the morning of, we will have a captain's meeting, and we will take the group picture that morning, so we don't have to worry, because when you get off the water, you're tired. You're ready to weigh fish. You're ready to buy your tickets and, see what prizes you might win, make your donations, and then you're ready to hit the trail. Yes, everybody, I know, we all wish we had that one big group picture, and I hate when we didn't get it. Is Pops in there? I'm sorry, I'm sitting here trying to look at the camera, look at my list, and I probably missed somebody. If I did, I'll apologize, guys.
That sounds like a plan there, Jim. I agree.
Good. I'm probably going to sell the shirts that morning. Right. Justin, right. See, Richard giving y'all a hard time, guys. Said y'all wasn't tired at the end of the day. I think everybody was tired from fighting the cold and the drizzle and the snow and the sleet. Man,
We was wore out at the end of the day and still didn't catch anything.
I'm gonna tell you, when you're fighting the cold, the old body gets tired quick. Yo guys funny. So yeah, we'll sell the shirts first thing in the morning. So if it's warmer weather, you can put the shirts on if you want, if you choose to. But that way we get all of that out of the way that morning, and then we can go fishing, have fun, talk junk. And at the end of the day, it will be all about weighing the fish and getting the fish back in the water, because the care of the fish is probably the most important thing. We don't want to kill no fish, have no floating fish.
Okay, Richard. We'll get you around too, buddy.
Get on him, boys. Well, really, guys, the way Wally was.
I'm close enough to the Santee to be able to go down there and fish it too beforehand. Oh, it's on, baby.
Yeah. On Wally, the way Wally had been really this past Saturday, that could have been anybody's game. It really could have. The ones that took a chance and run north, they took a all or nothing chance. Because Wednesday, when we all fished it, very few fish were caught up north, and they were small fish. Not a lot of fish was marked on Wednesday. So Dieter and them actually took a big chance making that long run up the lake. That could have been a zero. Yep, hero or zero, buddy. So you never know. Yeah, because Wednesday it was like dead, man. So there you go. It could have been anybody's game. I hate y'all didn't catch anything. That's why I'm gonna try to move the time probably to around April.
What killed us.
What was that?
That cold front, when it came through, it killed everything. Dropped the pressure on the lake, and we was pretty much done.
Yeah, a lot of people marked fish. I mean, even up late, Dieter and Jeff Manning and them said they marked a lot of fish, but they didn't catch nowhere near the fish they thought they would to the fish that they marked. Yeah, and I mean that's fishing, and we all know that. That's why we enjoyed ourselves, whether y'all put fish in the boat or not. I enjoyed having you down there for one thing, getting to meet all y'all guys. But this way, the next tournament, I tried to run everything by myself. I got a little bit of help from Richard and Justin.
Family reunion.
Exactly. You're exactly right on the family reunion thing. So with that being said, you know, I'm going to have to delegate some jobs, and I appreciate anybody that volunteered to help. I do. Richard was a big help. Kudos to you, Richard. I thank you. With that being said, you know, Richard can handle the weigh in and stuff. Justin's going to help me. I mean, I got quite a few guys that's willing to really step up and help so I can actually visit with y'all guys, talk with you, because a lot of you was wanting to talk to me, and we was trying to take up tickets, sell this, sell that, and get things rolling, and I needed to have time to shake your hand and, you know, talk with you. What's up, Mr. Melhorn in the house? You go sleep in the truck. Oh, we'll throw a fish in your lap. So you better lock the door if you're going to go to sleep. And another thing... Or eel. Yeah, with that threat, I don't think he's going to sleep anytime soon. All right, guys. And we're going to have to make sure that live wells are able to take care of a fish that Lake Wiley might put in your boat. Fishing and stuff, his live well probably could have kept that fish alive, but simply because he had water flowing in and water flowing out. He had a constant flow of fresh water all the time. With that being said, that fish's tail and stuff down into his body would have been turned up, which I don't feel that that's actually good for the fish itself. So what I will require is that you have at least a 48-inch either cooler or toolbox for your live well. Because, you know, if you come with a smaller cooler and you catch a big fish, and say you catch it at 8:30, 9 o'clock that morning, you call me and say, James, we need to weigh a fish. I'm concerned about it. Just know when you bring that fish to the scales, I will not be traveling to you. You will have to bring the fish to the scale. It will be set up like we done a weigh-in. Everybody's fish will be weighed on the same scale. It will be the scale setting on the land itself. When you bring the fish in, know that that is your fish for the day. You understand what I'm saying? If you bring in a 40 and you think you can do better, then you might want to try to hold on to that fish and do a little bit better. But if you're really seriously concerned, I would prefer you to bring the fish in. Let's go ahead and weigh it and get it back in the water. And that might change between now and then. I still got to talk over with a few guys that are tournament fishermen that has fished some one fish tournaments and see how that actually goes.
I'm having trouble. I'll talk to you guys when you get home.
Be good, Bill. What's up, Hillbilly? Is Big Nasty in the house? Hello, Big Nasty. I didn't see you in there. I'm sorry. There you are. Congratulations on your giveaway, buddy. Yeah, I don't think you got to worry about no 2.5 ounce fish being lost. So yeah, there's a few things that might change between now and then. I'm just wanting to hash over a few things with y'all. But please make a list of some things that you might not have kind of liked, or if you liked it all, tell me you liked it all. We need to kind of know that so this tournament can actually get better. And that's what we want it to only get better from here. Let's see. I will have a cutoff date as to signing up to the tournament. And I know that could possibly be some late minute people coming in. I'm sorry. I'm trying to check out some of the chat. You liked it all except the weather. Yeah, Justin, that weather was a little rough, man. It got cold. It seemed like it got colder as the day went on, especially when the moisture really got in there on us. What's up, L. Stan? So now let's talk. I'll have a cutoff date. And with that cutoff, the reason I need a cutoff date is to be prepared. What's up, Dirty Ore? Is I need a cutoff date. What's up, Jeff Manning? Yeah, Jeff, you thought it was great being inside that enclosure. You and Richard, too. The cutoff date gives me time to prep times for the live feed. I got a little confused at the end. That morning when we had some dropouts and some add-ons. Yep. When we had that, I thought I was writing down the times. I was having to change times on the cards that I had produced. And that's how I doubled up Richards and Matthews, or Richards and somebody else's times on their cards. I want to eliminate that problem. With that being said, next year, if we have a lot more people, then we got a different plan of how we're going to attack this. I'm really not going to talk over right now because it's still a year and a couple months away before the next tournament. But I just want to throw it up to you, what some of the things that we're going to go over. With that being said, I want to give a congratulations tonight to all the winners. Big Nasty went in first place with his 49.9. Fishing and Stuff, second place with his 49.7. Third place went to, let me get this right, Lightning Bugs. These are two veterans that joined us as a Friday night before the tournament. I told them to come and get in the tournament. We welcome all veterans to jump in this tournament. Small Fish, of course, went to New School. And what am I missing? Feathers Travel went to Catfish Bill. And the youngest fisherman was Extreme Fishing Squad. And guys, I hope y'all got to meet them young men. Very, very well-mannered young men. I was glad that they did show up. They was excited about coming and joining. They want to apologize to all of y'all for taking down their live feed. They meant to leave it up.
Supposed to take the extreme fishing on a trip with me to Big PD.
There you go. You know, these guys was 11, 14, and 15-year-olds. Their daddy had to bring them up here. They still are not driving. I was proud of them. I really appreciated them coming up. What was that, Dieter? Oh, come on. 0.5? You gonna call me out on 0.5? Ain't nobody ripping them off. That's a big old fish. Beat my PB. Probably beat a lot of people's PB. Can't talk. Oh yeah, they was real nervous, but you know, they'd never been around anything like that before. They used to fish in their own home waters, but I think they done a great job. I hate they didn't put enough fish in the boat. So, you know, next year, I think April being right before they'll be feeding up heavy, getting ready to go into the spawn. Everybody should be able to get on fish. The bite will be on, so everybody should be able to fish. Oh yeah, Team Real and the Blues. I want to give everybody a thumbs up. I'm not calling out anybody or calling down anybody or putting down anybody. Everybody went out there. They fought the weather, and to me, you won. The first year, no, Reeling the Blues, it'll be April of next year. I've got so much going on this year. Yeah, I would love to do another one, but they would probably, April of 2020, exactly right. Uh, yeah, April of 2020, because this is going to take a little bit of planning. Trey's got a lot of work ahead of him to try to get some programs up and running where we can accommodate a good bit more people. One of the reasons being we had 24, maybe 26 YouTubers all together. Yeah, 2:30, everybody was froze. So if we double that by next year, which I'm pretty sure we will, then we need to allot time slots by the hour. And I don't want y'all to try to go live for 10 minutes or live for 13 minutes. That's too much trying to keep up with, especially if the fish are biting or whatever. So we're working on a plan where actually y'all could go live, say a group of 4 or a group of 5 within that hour. That you can go live and we can go in and capture them different lives, but you will still be live on your channel. You will be announcing other groups going on live. I'll cover all that when we get closer and he actually gets his program wrote to how we need to run this. With that being said, guys, I think she run pretty smooth. I'm sorry about the time screw up on my side. I can't do anything about how YouTube run their side, but I think it went good. I do. I think we had a blast, and I just can't thank y'all guys enough. I mentioned a few names.
Patriot, I think it ran very well. There was nothing you could have done about YouTube, and the notifications. Everything was perfect in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I still had a few mess ups as far as times and stuff like that. And at the kickoff, nobody heard the kickoff was because my air horns and stuff froze up. So, and I had forgot, I had planned on shooting a firework off at kickoff, and my dovetail run off and forgot to get one. So, with that being said, next year, I done got it. It's in a box ready to go for next year. So, that will not be forgotten this time.
But, can I do a Rick Graff commercial yet?
No, ain't nobody called me. You don't get no free. He don't get no free spots. He didn't make no phone calls for this tournament. He don't get no free. He don't get no free advertisement. I don't care how good he thinks they are. Dude, you ain't right. You ain't right. I don't know. Yeah.
Patriot, the only thing I didn't like about it was we needed a captain's meeting where we could sit and talk. And, you know, we didn't have time to talk to a bunch of people because it happened so quick.
Right, and that means that, but, you know, with that being said, everybody's going to have to roll in really quick, early that morning in order for that to happen. Because we got people that actually are what we say local, but still might be an hour or two away that won't be in the night before, but they'll be trying to make that run first thing in the morning to the boat ramp. So it's really hard to say, all right, be here at 4:30 in the morning when they got to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning to make that trip. So you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to.
Bigger tournaments, if this keeps getting bigger, they have the captain's meeting the night before.
Right, and you know that might be something I need to look at, which it probably work out good, especially with the guys that's, you know, pretty close, say 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour away, that they can make that trip back home. That would be tough for people that's over an hour away to make the captain's meeting the night before, then drive back home, and then load up the next morning and make it back in time for the captain's meeting. For the kickoff. That's something we'll weigh out. I will talk to some of these guys that's traveling over an hour or two away that you know, really might not have the funds to stay in a hotel or whatever. So I'll be discussing with some of these guys, like these young boys that come up from deep down in South Carolina, almost as far as what PD drove in. And find out if they could make that trip the night before. That is some of the stuff we'll be working out. And this is early, guys. The tournament was just Saturday. I just wanted to throw up to you and ask you to, you know, what's up, Fishing with Jackson? Fishing with Jackson. I will not give out these young men's name. I appreciate what you're doing. I will give them your name to their father, and he can make that decision. He can look you up or whatever and call you or whatever. But I will not be giving out any names to any minors. So please understand what I'm saying. I don't know his father's name. I was only contacted by the boys. So I will not be handing out any names to any participants in here. We're all adults. And so with that being said, I will not be giving out any names. I'll look your name up and I will send it to them. And if they want to contact you, that's up to them. All right, guys. So yeah, just make up a list. I hope. Everything did go great exactly for the first one. I looked you up. I got you. I think everything did go great, except a few little hiccups. It was the first one. We got it under our belt. I'll never complain because, guys, y'all the true crew. Y'all went out. We made it happen. What's up, George Cunningham? This is Trey's daddy. He's down in Louisiana. He's watching us Saturday. Team Cat Whisperer, welcome to the house, buddy. I'm glad you did. As soon as I can get that from Trey, he sent it to me in emails, but I've actually got to get with him and somehow get it on thumb drives and stuff, guys. And if I can get them transferred over to all on the thumb drives, then maybe I can meet with you and give them to you for the price of the thumb drive. What's up, DC? Good to see you in the house, buddy. Been invited for a while. I'd like to see you come down for the tournament. You up there with Chunky Cats. Lena Hardwick's in the house. Glenn. Well, good. I'm glad everybody enjoyed watching it. I hate that YouTube really messed with everybody. I think we would have had a lot more eyes on the tournament if YouTube would have been sending out the notifications. That's why I need to have a cutoff time. So that'll give me time to compound the list, put the list out on everybody's channel, on Facebook, everybody's channel, so they can have this list up. So if it happens again, your subscribers can actually go on there and they'll already have this list in hand. So if they don't get the notifications, then they look at their watch, they can say, well, so-and-so's on right now. They can type it in and go straight to the channel and not worry about the notifications. That's some of the things that I'm definitely going to have changed. Definitely going to have changed. I did not have that contingency plan just in case something went wrong. Just like with the air horn. Who knows the air horn would have froze up. The bite got worse. I was wondering how you done out there when you told me you was going. Oh, I missed a comment probably. Yeah, guys, I mean, what's up, Easton Music Ministry? Come on in the house. Glad to see you coming in. I'm glad everybody did have a good time. I hate we all got froze, and some of us didn't catch fish. And I hope that I can actually set it up where I can throw a hook out in the water. I would love to be able to fish with y'all guys. Lena, did you get to watch any of the feeds? Yeah, I didn't know. I know Tim said he was watching some of them. I seen him come in some of the live feeds. Good, good. That means we was actually worldwide. We had some guys, the fishing guys from Israel, a guy from Spain watching. You're still not talking to D. You caught a flathead about 5 pounds. Yeah, I seen Dieter and him had caught a flathead too. I don't know how big it was. How big was that flathead, Dieter? I couldn't tell on the video. Old Buzztail's in the house. So all y'all that wasn't here at the tournament, maybe 5 pound, plan for around April to make the trip to North Carolina and South Carolina for the fishing tournament on Wiley. And I'm debating on putting out at Buster Boyd Bridge at T-Bones or at more center of the lake as far as the northern part of the lake with South Point. Say March, late March, early April. It can't be the first Saturday of April because there'll be a catfish tournament on Wiley. I already know that ahead of time. Hey, that's the more April, late March, early April, mid-April. A lot of people's gonna make that long run up the river, so just be prepared if we do put in down at the Buster Boyd Bridge or T-Bones by the Lake, which that restaurant will change its names, and the restaurant should be open by next year. That's for sure. Then that's a long run up the lake. If you want to fish the furthest part of the lake, because the fishers should be moving up the lake. I mean, there's fish scattered out all over the lake. But just realize that a lot of guys at that time of year will make that run. Had an electrical meltdown. Whew, that don't sound good. So that's kind of what I'm weighing out. And hopefully that restaurant will be open by next year. And it should. They already tearing the guts out of it and redoing it. So if it's opened up, ooh, you hadn't caught a fish in the last 3 tournaments? That's because you give it the rods to other people, let them reel it in. Once in a while, you got to reel one in, Dieter, when you got somebody else on the boat. You got to show them them guns while you're doing it. Yeah, so everybody that was here this year, please, please, please come back next year so we can get a group picture of all of us that was there the first year. What's up, Matthew? Matthew Outdoors is in the house. Scotty Hill, bet your tail you'll be here. Guys, I had a blast. I'm glad I got to meet all y'all. That just made my day. I had a daggum nightmare that I'd go to the dock and there'd be 2 boats sitting there. It'd be Richard and my buddy Justin. I had that nightmare over and over and over again. I thought, these guys ain't gonna let me down. They gonna show up with daggum bells on, ready to rock. And sure enough, you were. You made my day. Big Dad said he'll be there as long as it ain't the 12th of January again. Yeah, it's but guys, I had a blast. I know a lot of you was tired from you traveling, not being able to sleep, being in a hotel, and then fishing all day in the cold. It takes a lot out of you. Oh, I will, Lena. I will. This was a short notice tournament. I come up with the idea about a live tournament for nothing but YouTubers, and I figured I better jump on that bandwagon before somebody else did if I wanted to really accomplish what we did accomplish. Joe from the Honor Guard wanted me to pass along to each and every one of you that they can't thank us enough for what we done. By honoring them, we've really brought a lot of attention to this Honor Guard here, and maybe hopefully Honor Guards all across the country. They're needing help. The younger veterans are not really getting involved with the Honor Guard part. They're coming in and they're signing up, but they're not going to the funerals and helping them out. The gentlemen in our Honor Guard here in Gaston County are elderly. These are Vietnam veterans, Korean veterans, and actually they have 1 or 2 World War II veterans still in there. Saturday, they had been out in the rain for 3 or 4 hours at a funeral for a fallen soldier. And when he come down there, he's actually sick now from it. So we have brought some good attention to them. I've made some contacts with some friends of mine. They're actually doing a wreath for veterans in December. They want to try to raise at least 5,000. We got one cemetery that's got over 5,000 veterans in that one cemetery alone. So they're trying to do that. We're working on getting the crowd together, raising money, and we want to fill it up. And hopefully we can put a wreath on every cemetery in Gaston County that is a fallen veteran. Yes. These guys, they already done their duty for the country by serving, and now they're still doing it for their brothers and sisters. With that being said, If you know any veterans that is not involved with the honor guard, encourage them to get involved, because once these older fellas are gone, who's going to carry that flag? Who's going to give that 21 gun salute? I can't do it. I didn't get to serve. So I serve my country every day, my flying Old Glory, encouraging each one of you to keep Old Glory flying on your boat, whether you're in the tournament or not. Don't ever take it off. Let her fly, buddy. Fly her proud and fly her high. That way, just bring patriotism back to America. One boat, one shore at a time. Because old John, the veteran, was on there with Jeff. Good night, Jeff. He flies the flag. I gave him a flag a couple months ago, and he puts that flag up on his stands when he's fishing off the bank. So with that being said, each one of us can do it. Put a flag up at your house, and let's keep it going. Yep, John's the boss. Man stands strong right there fishing off the bank. Put a 56 or a 58 on the bank with the American flag flying proud. Yeah. If he can do it, we can do it. But that being said, it's God bless America, guys. Where else can we do what we just done this Saturday? You're a military brat and still military at heart. That's the way I look at it, guys. Every day that I can serve my country the way I do. I didn't get to serve in the armed forces. But if I can encourage just one person to fly that flag, put a flag on their house, out in their yard, up on a pole, then I've done my job. Good night, Elstan. So I encourage each and every one of you to do the same. Guys, I'm going to sign off here. I want to thank you for coming in the live feed. Starting next week, we'll get back to regular tackle talk. I've had a blast with all of you at the tournaments and stuff. There you go. Fly 'em high and fly 'em proud. That's and I can't thank y'all enough for what you've done this past weekend. We raised a little over $1,300, guys, for the honor guard. Let's double it next year. That's my goal. With that being said, God bless America. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll see you on the water.